Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here. Thursday, December the 29th, the Feast of Thomas Becket. A great movie to watch is Becket. Peter O'Toole and I think it's Richard Burton. So it is one of the great movies to watch. If you don't have it, rent it or buy it so you can watch it. Periodic. Great actors. Great script, okay. From St. John, 1 John chapter 2, whoever says, I have come to know God, but does not obey his commandments is a liar. And in such a person, the truth does not exist. But whoever obeys his word, truly in this person, the love of God has reached perfection. There he goes and says it again, like he repeats this idea. I get up in a pulpit, if I said what St. John says to the people, I said, if you think you're a Catholic practicing the faith and you're not coming to church, you are a liar. You're lying. Now I can say that in various ways, but it's still going to come across like I can say it softly, you're lying, or you're a liar. You're a liar. Or I can say, you're lying. I mean, what can I say? However, it's obviously it's going to be received much harsher if it comes across with harshness. But even if it comes across softly, it's still a hard thing to hear, right? But St. John, he's telling the truth, and he's doing it in love. He's saying, please don't fool yourself. Please don't walk in la la land and think that you're not following the commandments of God, but you say you're in union with Jesus. You're not. You're not. You're walking in. It's like saying, I live in Vancouver, British Columbia. It's like saying I want to go to Calgary, and yet I take a plane to Hong Kong. Calgary's the other way. And I know what I'm doing. You don't want to go to Calgary. I don't care how many times you say you want to go to Calgary. You want to go to Hong Kong because you're going the other way. And that's many times what we do in the Christian life is we say we love God, but we're acting in a way that's different, and we're not even trying. We're not even making the attempt. You got to at least make an attempt, right? You may fail 10 times out of 10. Get up and try again and again. And if you do this with sincerity of heart, openness of heart, you really want to receive the grace of Christ, you're all in, trying to get as much help as you can, God's grace will win through. And, you will see defects or sin diminish in your life. But if you don't even try, then at some point, we're confronted with the reality, do I want to try? Because none of us has to commit sin. None of us. We may commit sin because of weakness and so on, but we don't have to, all right? It's not, well, I can't change. Yes, you and I can change, accessing all the means that are available to us. Can't do it on our own, but we can do it with the means available to us, starting with Jesus Christ and his grace. Okay, so over to the Gospel of St. Luke. So this is the time for the purification to happen. They bring Jesus in. Mary undergoes the rites of purification, which connotes her humility and her subjection to the law because she is immaculately conceived. And that's kind of a whole topic unto itself. And they bring Jesus in for dedication and circumcision. And this is the beautiful Nunc Dimittis, or the now Lord, you can let your servant go in peace, from Simeon the prophet. He takes the child and he says, Master, now you are dismissing your servant in peace according to your word, for my eyes have seen the salvation which you have prepared in the presence of all people, a light for the revelation of the Gentiles and for glory to your people Israel. Truly a profound prayer. This is inserted into the Liturgy of the Hours, and it's prayed every night by priests and lay people who pray the liturgy on their own cognizance. Priests are obligated to do this. We make a promise. And this closes out the day, this Nunc Dimittis. Lord, now you have let your servant go in peace. Mine eyes have seen the salvation which you have prepared for your servant Israel. This should really be our goal, that we see Jesus not only in this life, but he's the last thing we see. Now, Lord, you can let your servant go in peace because your word has been fulfilled, right? Our whole goal is Christ. And the meaning of our day-to-day existence is Christ. And that takes into account that we're immersed in the details of this world. They are not opposed to each other. We are trying to see Christ in everything through faith. Even a surgeon in the midst of surgery, he can't be thinking of Jesus, but he can offer up his surgery to do it as best as he can or she can. Law, digging ditches, plumbers, housewives, all of us trying to do this as best as we can as a pleasing sacrifice. Seeing Christ in the details of everyday life, meeting him there, and striving to do it well, to do it on time, to do it with love, all those things. Now, Lord, you can let your servant go in peace. So throughout the day, we're trying to see him because he's there everywhere around us. And at the end of the day, when we're ready to go to bed, Lord, you can let your servant go in peace. I'm ready for sleep now because my eyes have seen the salvation which you have prepared for every people, for me. So let us really try to make this a regular refrain, and to live it throughout our day. God bless you.